Good morning, guys. CM here, and I've got this really interesting piece today. This is a little blast from the past. I met a friend at the California Custom Knife Show this several weeks ago, and he brought a knife that he had obtained, and he wanted to know if I could do a spa treatment. So this is something from the bad old days. I really don't remember much of building this knife, and probably for the better. But what I can tell you is that it is 1084 with 1084 block spacers, stainless pins, stainless pivots, stainless bushings, 1/4 inch outside diameter, 3/16 inside diameter steel bushings, 3/16 steel pivots. Yep, you get the gist of it. Blade is approximately 160 thousandths, and it has 2 tang pins that I mushroomed to get a tight fit. So, yeah, when I got this back from him, I was blown away. But it was really cool for me to have this in hand just to see how far I've come as a maker and also how far I've come as a sober person because, yeah, I was very, very high on drugs when I made this, and it showed, but I took care of that. I got this as unfucked as I could and as spawed up as I could, and it's great. Not bad for something that somebody made with a Dremel tool, a 1x42 1/3 horsepower that had no plating to speak of, so everything was slack belted. And what else was I using? Yeah, a Dremel cutoff wheel. I didn't have a saw, didn't have a bandsaw either, didn't have a lot of things. But I gotta give it to my past self. I did some pretty crazy things with what I had. So let's get some measurements on this thing. 5 1/8 closed. Sharpened length is 3 1/16, or 1/8, almost 1/8. Okay. To the, I guess the bolster, the tip of handles, tip of scale, whatever, 3 3/4 inches. And total length is 8.5. So what I did to this was I rounded the handle profiles. You know, this on this axis, I rounded these individually. I also went through and gave this as much of a full convex as I could with a Scotch-Brite belt. And it's kind of hard to do a full convex when you don't have a rotary platen. So there's a lot of awkward body poses to get on top of the grinder to see down the thing. Yeah, it doesn't look right, and it feels even more awkward. But I managed to pull it off, of course. So yeah, there's a full convex V grind. And then I bead blasted everything. And then gave it a dip in gun bluing. Yeah, cold blue. And this is what you get. So I don't remember which Balisong as far as number, because I had assigned numbers to these. This might have been somewhere in like the I know it was after number 9, because Balisong number 9 was what got me in Blade magazine. But I would think this is between like 15 and probably between numbers 10 and 15. But as you can see, it's got great action. And in the closed position, there is not any blade wobble in any direction. There is handle play. Balisongs need handle play to some degree. Unless you're running bearings, then you know you're a space mutant of some sort, and certain rules of physics do not apply. But yeah, you need a certain degree of slop in a Balisong to get the right action, especially if you grew up in the times that I did with the Chinese and Japanese import brass handle Balisongs. You know, those heavy pocket bricks, the knuckle busters. Yeah, those had to have a little bit of slop because, yeah, they were something else. I wish those days would come back. I'm touch nostalgic for those days. And that is why you'll be seeing something coming from Daryl soon. that is kind of a harkening back to those days. But yeah, I digress. This is a badass knife. I'm glad I had the opportunity to restore it and have it in hand again and send it back to the owner a little bit more badasser. All right. As always, oh fuck, I almost forgot. How much does it weigh? As always, I need more of this shit and more of this shit. But mostly I need more of this shit. Okay. I got to bed at like 2 in the morning this morning, last night. 5.395 ounces. Cool. All right. As always, stay armed, stay alert, stay alive. Hua. God bless. Later.